Rain drummed against Hayes' family restaurant windows as Daniel Hayes, 45, pulled his cap lower. He'd built 3 restaurants across the city, but tonight he sat undercover in worn jeans at his flagship location, checking how staff behaved when the boss wasn't watching. 5 minutes in, she approached. The waitress was young, mid-20s, with auburn hair and eyes that seemed to hold secrets. Her name tag read Kara, and something about her struck him as familiar. "Good evening. Can I start you with something to drink? Just water for now, and I'll take a look at the menu." 20 minutes later, Kara returned with his ribeye. But as she set the plate down, she reached into her apron and pulled out a small photograph, sliding it across the table with trembling fingers. "Your dinner, sir," she said quietly. Her voice weighted. Daniel's hand froze. The photograph showed a baby with his eyes. The same deep brown eyes, the same crooked smile, the same dimple in the left cheek. His hands began to shake. "I don't understand," Daniel whispered. Kara's professional demeanor cracked. "Do you recognize her?" Daniel stared, his mind reeling. I don't know. Who is she? Think harder. Think about 25 years ago. Think about a woman named Sarah Martinez." The name hit like a physical blow. Sarah. Memories flooded back. Sarah who had loved him completely, who had stood by him through failed ventures. Sarah who had tried to tell him something important the night he walked away. "Oh God," Daniel breathed. "Oh God, no. My name is Kara Martinez," she said, sitting across from him. "I'm your daughter. The daughter you left before you even knew I existed." Daniel's world tilted. "How did you find me?" "I've known about you for 3 years," Kara said. "Mom never told me your full name. I found old photographs, traced your failed businesses through public records. I got a job here 6 months ago to observe you, to understand what kind of man you were." "Why tonight?" "Because I've been watching you for 6 months. I've seen how you care about your employees, your customers. And I kept thinking, if you're capable of caring about strangers, why wasn't I worth staying for?" "What did Sarah tell you about me?" Daniel asked quietly. "That you were dead," Kara said bitterly. "Car accident when I was 2. She even had a fake grave we visited every year." Daniel felt sick. "She told you I was dead for 23 years? Mom got cancer 3 years ago. I found letters you'd written to her, dated years after you supposedly died. You were asking about a baby." "I heard rumors," Daniel admitted. "But Sarah never responded. Because she was protecting the lie. She told me later it was easier for me to grow up thinking I was an orphan than knowing I was abandoned." "Did she regret it?" "Every day," Kara whispered. "She died 8 months ago. Her last words were that I should find you." Daniel stared at his daughter. "Tell me about your childhood. Do you know what it's like believing your father loved you so much that losing him killed part of your mother?" Kara's voice cracked. "Mom worked 3 jobs to support us. We moved 6 times before I turned 18. Always one step ahead of eviction notices." She continued, tears forming. "When I was 8, there was a father-daughter dance at school. Mom took me to your fake grave and told me you were watching from heaven. Then we danced in our living room to an old radio." Tears streamed down Daniel's face. "I'm sorry. I don't want apologies yet," Kara said firmly. "I want you to understand. I idealized you because you were dead. You were perfect, frozen in time. And now I don't know how to feel because the man I grieved for never existed." Daniel reached across the table. "I can't change what I did, but I can try to be the father you deserve." "Can you?" "Because I'm 25. I've lived my entire life without you. I don't know how to be someone's daughter, and I don't know if you know how to be someone's father." Later, at a diner 2 blocks away, Kara pulled out a small photo album. "These are copies. I made them so you could see who I became without you. Not so you could feel guilty, but so you could understand what you missed and what you can't get back." Daniel flipped through pages of birthdays, graduations, school plays, everyday moments. 25 years documented in snapshots. In every picture, she was smiling, but now he could see the sadness behind her eyes. "I want to try," Kara said quietly. "But start small. Coffee once a week. Get to know each other as people, not as the father and daughter we never got to be." "I'd like that," Daniel said. "Show up," Kara said simply. "Every week, every conversation. Don't make promises you can't keep, but keep the ones you make." "I will." "This is just the beginning," Kara said. "The real work starts now." The next day, they met again. "I don't want you consumed by guilt," Kara said. "I'm willing to build a relationship, but only if you do the real work. Not just with me, but with yourself." I need to know you won't run when things get difficult. I'm ready, Daniel said, looking at this strong woman who had survived without him. Good, because I'm not going anywhere. I'm not going to make it easy for you, but I'm not going to give up on us either. We're going to figure this out together, one conversation at a time. As they left, Daniel realized he had been given a second chance to be part of something bigger than himself. The road ahead was uncertain, but it was one he would walk with his daughter, one step at a time.